Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC Nothing. Welcome to my live stream. To all of my subscribers, thank you. Everybody. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you'll be notified when I create content on this channel. Smash the like button and also make sure you donate to the channel. Donate to the channel because your donations are needed because Trump is a freaking idiot. He is an idiot. I tried to access my video that I had scheduled for 11 o'clock, but it would not let me go into the video for some weird reason. Wouldn't let me do it. So here we are. So I'm gonna delete this video. Let me go and do this now. So I got one video. What's up with it, Shelton? Let me go delete this other video so nobody won't get confused and go on that one. Let me go into the scheduled one. Let me go on this one and delete this one. Delete. Delete. So nobody will go on that one. It won't let me access nothing on there. What's up, Shelton? What's good with it, Brody? Y'all come on in. Pull up a chair, man. We gotta have a talk. Yesterday I started on talking about Bernie Sanders lying and all of the shit he was saying. But that gave me a good idea to do an actual comparison video of whose policies are worse or whose optics are the absolute worst. Because I'm about tired of having the same conversations about goofy stuff when these people know good and daggone well. They know good and well. They know good and well who's worse. They know. They know. They don't care though. There you go. It's deleted now. Thank God. Okay, now that's cleaned up. Yeah, they're both evil. No, we finna do some comparison, contrasting this morning. We about to do some comparing and some contrasting. Yeah. We're gonna do some compare and some contrasting this morning because I'm sick of MAGA window lickers coming in my chat, and I'm sick of MAGA goofballs and Republikkkans getting on my live stream saying the same stupid dried up excuses that they always typically say. First off, I want to shut down the Democrats created the Ku Klux Klan and they're responsible for slavery. Cool. Good one. Leo, what's up with it, family? Here's a good one. If the Democrats created the Ku Klux Klan, if the Democrats were the proponents of slavery, then why is it Republicans trying to preserve said evil atrocities against black people? i.e., why are Republicans trying to rebuild statues that honor Confederate traitors? Why are Republicans erasing black history? Why are Republicans the ones going against black people having an equal footing in American society? Why are Republicans blocking or deleting laws that would protect black people? I want someone to answer that one for me. I want them to answer that one for me. If the Republicans, if the Republicans love to get on TV and say, They love to get on TV and say, well, the Democrats were the party of slavery, the party of Jim Crow, the party of atrocities against black people. Then why is it Republicans the ones trying to defend it now? Yep, Pierre, you're absolutely correct. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hey, Shelton, shut the door. It's already time. It's already time. Stuff about racism is boring. You need to find real reason why you like garbage. You're stupid. You're stupid. Thank you, Shelton. Anyways, once again, I'm gonna do a synopsis to show you that optics wise, the Democrats are freaking terrible. Policy wise, the Republicans got it in spades. Y'all ready to go? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. What's up, Brody? What's up with it, Lewis Hinton? What's good with it, Brody? Roll Tide Roll. We almost getting there, Brody. It's almost that time again, my boy. My job and my intent today is to embarrass the hell out of every goofy Trump-tardian Republican bootlicker that ever comes into my chat. That is my job today. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do a very thorough job of doing it with receipts. The party of pedophiles is the Republican Party. Let's start there first. Which party is worse when it pertains to protecting our children? The Democrats or the Republicans? Oh, now I want one of y'all to answer it and say something stupid. I want one of y'all to say, it's the Republicans, man. See, the Republican man, see, the Republican man, the Republicans are better with kids. They love the kids. They love children. Yeah, they do, man. They love them. Yeah. Exhibit A. Who is the protector of our youth, our kids, particularly little girls? Here we go. Joe Townsend, what's up with it, Brody? What's up with it, Brody, bro? Tay, what's up with it, Queen? I want y'all to take a look at that. Since I'm going to show y'all, and I'm going to make sure that I crap on every narrative they have put out here. And I'm telling you, optics-wise, the Democrats are worse. Policy-wise and people-wise, Republikkkans and MAGA is the absolute devil. Yeah. Policy-wise and human-wise, Republicans are the absolute Bottom of the barrel. Wanted y'all to see that. How they cut massive programs into diverse public safe functions, including juvenile justice and child protection. Estimates cost roughly $500 million. Remaining funding was lost by grantees collectively. Juvenile justice impacts funding cuts totaling approximately $137 million affected programs designed to protect and support our youth. And y'all wonder why crime would start going back up again. Because where there's poverty, there's crime. And these dummies know it. Piff, what's up, Brody? They know it. They know exactly what they're doing. The DOJ is no longer the Department of Justice at all. As if it needed help to build more mistrust with the American public. Right now, they're trying to charge our youth as adults. Y'all want to know the truth about what happened to Big Balls? Big Balls got beat up by a big girl. This would spawn Donald Trump to bring in the National Guard and federalize Washington, D.C. based on a lie. Statistically, crime in D.C. has went down to lows that it's seen since 1960. Around the country, crime has went down to levels lower than they were in 1960. Statistically proven. But in Trump world, everything is on fire, but he's the only savior that can put everything out. Lying. Yep, Piff, we are being attacked from the inside out. They said America will not fall for no outside adversary. It will be done from the inside. A Russian special operative said that we will destroy America without even having to fire one bullet. And now we're seeing exactly what they're talking about. Continue. I'm letting y'all see this stuff. This is receipts. I'm gonna turn this music off. I'm gonna go through these one by one. Why are some Republican lawmakers hell-bent on preserving child marriage? Republican lawmakers, GOP, the guardians of pedophile lawmakers across the country have opposed raising the marriage age, with some arguing child marriage bans would encourage abortion. And Shelton, you're absolutely right. They're trying to preserve whiteness in America. They're so afraid of becoming a minority in this country, they're willing to do anything to preserve it, which y'all see now. Like I told y'all months and months before, this is the last hurrah for racists in this country to thrive. Republicans want child marriage ban exemption for military members. New Hampshire. Republican defends child marriage. I'm pro-choice. Yeah, they're pro-raping little girls. I haven't seen one ad about Democrats wanting this shit. I ain't seen that yet. So before y'all get in here and saying, now show the Democrats, I've scoured for hours looking for articles showing Democrats wanting to do the same thing, and I couldn't find none. Again, optics-wise, the Democrats are far worse. Let me give you an example. When Donald Trump violates Article 1 of the Constitution, the Democrats don't go and take the matter to court like Republicans have been known to do. when Joe Biden tried to alleviate student debt on millions of Americans. They went straight to court. Democrats wrote meanly spirited letters. Oh, or Cory Booker delivering a speech on the Senate floor that beat Strom Thurmond's racist speech because he didn't want black people in white spaces. Only for Cory Booker to turn around and vote right alongside to confirming people that the Republicans have put forward in the Senate. That's optics. Kev, what's up with it, man? Christina, good morning. That's optics. Policy-wise, that's what we're talking about now. Republicans support child marriage. Wyoming limiting, let's see. Missouri legislator keeps child marriage legal as proposed ban dies in the House. These people want to marry kids. This is the party of child rapists. When I say something about the Republican Party, I am showing you the reason why I came to the conclusion. I'm not emotional like these window-licking Trump-tards. I'm not that. Again, it's optics. It's optics. Trump told 14-year-old girls, in a couple years, I'll be dating you. He said it on video. Don't worry, there's more. There's more. Trust me. There is more. Janine Shapiro, who showed up drunk to a press conference yesterday. Yeah, she backs Trump's DC takeover threat and demand for lower prosecution age limit. Stop coddling. They want to prosecute 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-olds like adults. Nick, good morning to you, man. See, I don't have to yell at y'all. I don't have to scream. I don't have to do none of that. I don't have to scream, none of that. I'm just going to show you policy-wise, the Republicans are the trash party of trash parties. And again, now that I got 130 people in here, I'm going to ask my question again. Since the Republican Party supposedly is the party of Lincoln who freed the slaves, why is it in 2025 that it's Republicans that are renaming army bases after Confederate traitors? Why is it that it's Republicans that are carrying the stars and bars of the failed Confederacy into the rotunda at the White House when they tried to commit treason against the American people? Number 3, why is it that it's only Republicans that are out here defending these traitors, that are trying to rename buildings, statues, and government facilities after these Confederate traitors? Why is it them? If the Democrats were the party of slavery, if they were the party of the Ku Klux Klan, why aren't they letting the Democrats fix the wrongs of their party then? I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. This is John Oliver from last week tonight. I want y'all to listen to this.
He was convicted on 34 counts of falsifying business records, but long before he was president, CNBC ran a segment about a law banning American companies from bribing foreign governments. And I'll let this anti-corruption activist pick up the story from there.
I was asked to come on CNBC and give the anti-corruption argument. And I remember laughing at the time saying, well, Is there somebody that you found who's willing to give the pro-corruption argument?
Now, every other country goes into these places and they do what they have to do. Third part, every other country in the world is doing it. We're not allowed to. So it puts us at a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, they clearly got the right guy there. Of course they got Donald Trump to defend corruption on live TV. And since taking office, his administration's halted or dropped more than 100 enforcement actions against corporate misconduct. And he even issued the first ever pardon of a corporation, pardoning this cryptocurrency exchange, which had been sentenced to a $100 million fine for violating an anti-money laundering law. It is frankly no wonder experts have called this moment the ripest environment for corruption by public officials and business executives in a generation. Not only was he...
Yeah, Donald Trump was on CNBC basically defending bribery, which is the reason why they're taking bribes now in broad daylight. Shall I continue? Optics. Optics again. Democrats are terrible at optics. Terrible at optics. Terrible. Terrible. Show y'all again. Here we have the old dinosaur Bernie Sanders, who's still mad that he's never won a presidential primary. Go.
You said the Democratic Party has turned its back on the working class. You'd said something pretty tough when you were speaking to this crowd about Kamala Harris.
One of the reasons, in my view, that Kamala Harris lost this election is she had too many billionaires telling her not to speak up for the working class.
Lie. Now, let me prove that said lie, because y'all already know receipts time. Here is Kamala Harris's her platform that she was talking about at every one of her stump campaigns. Housing affordability. Build 3 million new housing units in 4 years. Offer up to $25,000 in down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. Launch tax initiatives for builders of starter homes and affordable rentals. Establish $40 billion in innovation fund to support affordable, creative construction methods. Crack down on rental price fixing and predatory investing with targeted legislation. Child and family tax relief. Expand the child tax credit to $3,600 per child per year with a $6,000 bonus during a child's first year. So when you have a newborn, you get $6,000 in the tax year and then $3,600 per child after that. Price control reduction. Ban price gouging in the food sector, especially on meat products. Cap insulin at $35 and limit out-of-pocket drug costs to $2,000 for all Americans. Remember, Joe Biden did it for the seniors. ATX Red, what's up, Brody? Yeah, accelerate Medicare drug negotiations and tackle big pharma monopolies. Cancel or ban medical debt inclusion on credit scores. Ban hidden bank fees and tax on tips. And support minimum wage increases. Let's see what else she has. She has target 25 million new business applications in 4 years. Expand startup expense deductions from $5,000 to $50,000. Reduce red tape and licensing burdens. Healthcare. Strengthen the Affordable Care Act and maintain protections for pre-existing conditions. Cap prescription costs for everyone, not just seniors. And eliminate medical debt as a barrier for healthcare access. Reproductive rights. Codify Roe versus Wade protection and oppose restrictive abortion laws. Advocate repealing the Hyde Amendment, gun safety and voters' rights. Support universal background check, red flag laws, and ban assault weapons. Push for passage of the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Act. Voters' Rights Advancement Act, which would more than strengthen the VCA, the VRA, my bad. And then we're gonna keep going. The Supreme Court and criminal justice proposes term limits for Supreme Court justices and enforce judicial ethics. Promote alternatives to incarceration and cash bail reforms, like she did in California. That dumbasses didn't take time to go and read because they're stupid. Immigration and foreign policy. support comprehensive reform, including a pathway to citizenship paired with increased border security and technology to combat fentanyl trafficking and human trafficking. Lead the root cause strategy, or RCS, in Central America forward to address migration causes through economic investments in Central America, which Donald Trump stopped in 2018, i.e. the Northern Triangle. Google it. Google it. Support military and diplomatic support for Ukraine and Israel while advocating for a ceasefire and humanitarian protections in Gaza. I don't agree with this. I don't. I do agree with support U.S. military and diplomatic support, though. But I believe in all out stopping all weapons shipping to Israel and sanctioning them and giving Netanyahu up to the ICC. That's the only thing I would differ from right there. That's the only thing I would differ from. That's the only thing right there. So immigration support. Let's see. I already read that too. Okay. Targeted community initiatives. Okay. FBA dumbasses, y'all come in here for a minute. I want y'all to listen to this. It's that trick bag family. We checking hairlines, family. Launch forgivable loan programs up to $20,000 for Black entrepreneurs. Offer apprenticeships, health studies, loan forgiveness, and to increase representation and access in key industries, including emerging sectors like cannabis and crypto. But I thought they was talking about her bragging about how she prosecuted transnational gangs and criminals and shit. I thought that's what they said she talked about. But I'm showing you what she actually talked about. This is from her campaign. This was listed on her website. Exactly what I'm telling y'all right now is listed on Kamala Harris's website when she ran for president. It was listed on there. You know how I know? Because I went there. So again, optics has always been the Achilles heel for the Democrats because they're weak. Most of them are beholden to AIPAC. For instance, Marjorie Taylor Greene went on a podcast and she said she is for stopping all weapons from being shipped to Gaza for the IDF to continue to murder babies. Full stop. She said that. I don't like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I can't stand that racist bitch, but I agree with her on that. You know what Pete Buttigieg said while he was on a podcast when he was asked about what to do in Gaza? Oh, we'll continue to support Israel's right to defend itself. No, wrong answer, bitch. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Israel's not defending itself. They were defending themselves October 7th, 2 years ago. You see what I'm talking about? You get where I'm going with this? Optics wise, the Democrats are absolute trash. Case in point, Bernie Sanders literally sat there on CNN telling them that the reason why Kamala Harris lost is because she was listening to billionaires. Not Donald Trump, who hired more billionaires in his cabinet than any other administration in the history of America. But you have no smoke for him. Get your old ass out of politics, sir. Your time has gone. You'll never be president. You're 111 years old man. Take your old ass back up to fucking West Buff as fuck, wherever you came from. Go on back to Vermont. Take your ass to Lily White, Vermont, where there ain't no black people. Take your white ass right on back up there, sir. You ain't doing no good. You ain't helping. Again, I'm going to go with optics one more time. There is no cohesion nor strong leadership in the Democratic Party whatsoever. None. You can't name me a strong leader in the Democratic Party. Jasmine Crockett is not a leader in that party. She's not in no high prestigious position. She's not. She's not a minority whip leader. She's not a minority leader. She's not none of that. She's the only one doing the job, though. There is no leadership in the Democratic Party that shows you strength. None. Yeah, Sheldon, now that's a body bag. There is no Democrat leadership right now that you can point to me and show me, hey, Trill, Will, you wrong about that one, bro. You wrong about that one. There is leadership. There is no fucking leadership in the Democratic Party that makes people have that warm and fuzzy like someone's actually fighting for them. There's also there's no cohesion in the Democrat Party. The Republicans, as wrong as they are lockstep with one another. Their message is the same, though it's convoluted and stupid and retarded. Their message is left, right, left, left, right, left. Their message is on brand for their party. There is no cohesion in the Democratic Party. If there was, then why are all these Democrats attacking Zohran Mamdani instead of getting behind him? A true progressive. They're doing the job of the Republicans. They don't have to do no work over there. Why are they not behind Zohran Mamdani, who's energized the progressive base, who's energized these kids, these voting age kids, who getting them involved in politics? Because let me just give y'all a little inkling into how he won. He had none of the black support. None. 3% of New Yorkers voted for Zohran Mamdani. He energized the youth base, the Gen Zs, the millennials, the ones we need to be talking to, the ones who's going to lead this country after I'm dead and gone. That's who the Democrats should be going for. That's the kind of messaging that they need to be putting out. But instead, they're out here writing mean-spirited letters and doing all this show and this pump and circumstance on the Senate and Congress floor like they're going to do something. They're almost finna fight somebody every time you look up. When they're not doing shit. Nothing. They're just literally sitting back with we don't have power right now. We can't do anything. We don't have power right now. The Republicans didn't say that. When they were the minority in Congress, they didn't say that. They went ahead and stopped everything y'all were trying to do. Y'all didn't push forward on no agendas supporting any president. Y'all didn't do none of that shit. You didn't. See, I can objectively say that because I'm not a Democrat. And I'm damn sure not a Republican. I'm an independent. I get to watch. I get to watch and see who's worse. It's time for us to have conversations like this because there's too much misinformation out there. It's easy for you to be sucked in to this echo chamber of Republican fucking retardism. It's easy for you to get sucked into it. They made the perfect echo chamber where their lies equals their truth. And you believe it because they're the ones saying it. Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the biggest fucking liar on this planet. There ain't nobody who comes close to him. Yes, do politicians lie? Yes. Do they lie like Trump, though? Do they lie like Trump? Nope. Let's continue. Policy-wise again, the Republicans passed a big, beautiful bill that's going to steal health care from 17 million people. It's going to cut food stamps. It's going to gut all of our safety net programs. And let me just remind you people, Medicaid and Medicare, you pay that. The government don't give you that shit. You pay it. You pay for Medicaid and Medicare. The government, they never gave us shit. I don't care how racist you are. I don't care how pure white you think you are. I don't care how much of the Aryan Brotherhood you bootlick for. I don't care how many white societies you build. I don't care. You are still subject to every law that I'm subject to. There ain't no separate laws for you and different laws for me. The execution of the law may be different because of your skin color, but you're still subject to the same law. Follow me here. Yep, Piff, exactly. Yep, Eden, exactly what I'm trying to tell folks. People are still sitting here lying. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Y'all doing my likes disgusting. And donate to the channel. What's up, Eric? What's good with it, man? You pay into Medicaid, Medicare. You pay into that shit. The government ain't handing you. So tell me this. Why are Republicans so hell-bent on micromanaging what poor people receive from the government and don't say a mumbling word about Elon Musk collecting $8 million a day from the same government? Why are they not saying anything about these subsidies these billionaires rake in every time you look up for opportunity zones? Why aren't y'all saying anything about these farmers they raked over the coals with their bullshit policies and tariffs that they having to bail out with $40 and $50 billion here, $100 billion there? But it ain't the black farmers that's getting that money, it's white ones. They are already, case in point, they filed a lawsuit. The black farmers in America filed a lawsuit, a racial discrimination lawsuit in America, and won. Oh, Will, you're racist. How the fuck am I racist reporting the truth? Google is your friend. All you have to do is look this shit up. I'm not telling you anything that ain't rocket science. You have access to the same information I have. Why can't we come to the similar conclusion? Why can't you see things for what they really are? The Republican is the party of ripping shit away from poor and working class Americans. The Democrats is the party of bad messaging. Jerry Alexander, salute to you, King. Why is it that we can watch the same, we can see the same thing? We can see the same thing. Jay Dillon, if you don't like it, get the fuck out then. Ain't nobody asking you to stay here. You ain't sent not one dime here. You ain't contributed to this show one bit. You ain't even smashed the like button. Bye. 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 See you later. Sayonara, bud. You'd have a volume button on your phone. If I'm too loud for you, turn it down. Goofball. Any old ways, I'm not getting distracted today. Again, who's worse for America? The Republicans or the Democrats? My answer is very easy. The Republicans by a fucking mile. They've proven to be worse throughout the years. Every recession in America in my lifetime happened at the hands of a Republican outside of Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was the only one, the only Democratic president that had a recession because he came after Nixon. Ronald Reagan ruined the fucking infrastructure of how taxpayer money goes to certain projects and individuals and things of that nature when he cut the effective tax rate from 70% down to 20%. And he shifted the burden of the tax money in America paying for certain like schools, infrastructure, roads, and all that stuff. He shifted the burden from the rich people who got more money and more resources than all of us to the poor and working class. Ronald Reagan did that, but they want to herald him as some great president. He was terrible. The biggest dope dealer in America was Ronald Reagan. Don't care, argue with your mama. Any old ways. Let's go to redistricting and gerrymandering. Shall we? Let's go to redistricting and gerrymandering. Because they like to go and they like to say, well, the Democrats, they gerrymandered in Illinois. They gerrymandered in Illinois. They gerrymandered in Illinois. They did. The Democrats gerrymandered in Illinois. Okay.
I want you all to notice on this is the parts of this map that have red squiggly lines on it, and you can verify for if I'm accurate about this, Representative, are where these black and brown districts are.
Right.
The whole rest of it with no lines is where white Texans live.
Yep, that's it.
So everyone needs to understand that when you hear people on MSNBC or CNN or CBS or ABC or anywhere else calling this a political gerrymander, y'all, I want you all to please get this Substack and send this map to people and show them that there is a direct correlation between the places where there are black people and brown people, which is only a small part of Texas, and where they're doing this gerrymander. They're not touching that whole left side of your screen where white Texans live, the rural
Or north,
or
the
north,
north, or south. It's just where the blacks and Hispanics are concentrated.
That's where they're.
So all those places are where the blacks. Because I also sent you that map, Joy, that just showed you where the black people were, the big ones, right? I don't know if you put that. That's the only place that they're gerrymandering.
That's Yolanda Jones. She's one of the Texas Democrats that's protesting this BS racial gerrymandering that Texas is getting ready to try to do.
They're not gerrymandering anywhere else.
They are, and I'm
right there. I want y'all to see that. See the difference between gerrymandering in Democrats versus gerrymandering with Republicans. The Republicans gerrymander based on race. The Dems gerrymander based on politics. It's political gerrymandering. It's a big difference, a huge difference. Republicans are the only ones that have been found guilty in a court of law of gerrymandering states based on race. Argue with your cross-eyed mama. I'm showing y'all examples. I'm not just spouting shit off because, you know, how y'all like to get on here and make false equivalencies and lie. Oh man, Will, you're a Democrat chill. You're over here you're just cheering for the Democrats. Nope, I'm not. I'm showing you glaring examples of differences between the parties. Again, policy-wise and being a fucking decent human-wise. The Republicans are shit poor in both those categories, which in a perfect world would be disqualifying for them to even hold office. Democrats are terrible with messaging and being cohesive. They're a bunch of sniveling cowards when it comes to messaging. Policy-wise, they work for the American people. They are way better than Republicans on any policy matter. Infrastructure, foreign policy, fucking money in this country, period. They have always proven to be better than Republicans. Every time. I don't care where you want to go in history. If you want to have that argument, fine, I'm willing for it. I'm ready for it. If you want to have that argument, we can have that argument right here, right now. And I guarantee you, I'll beat your ass on every point and every matter because what I'm saying is the truth. Policy-wise, the Republicans are absolute trash. That's why they cheat every election. That's why they got to rig the elections. That's why they racially gerrymander districts. That's why. They want to silence voices. So it concretes the fact that these FBA coons and Sambos get on here telling you your vote don't matter. You know why your vote don't matter? It's because the Republicans gerrymandered your votes, your votes out of fucking mattering. That's what happened. They're scared of your vote. They're terrified of it. That's why they racially gerrymander every district they can get away with. Every time they assume power, who in their right mind thinks that Texas gerrymandering by race right now in mid-decade? They do it every 10 years. Mid-decade, when Donald Trump tells that fucking crippled piece of shit, Greg Abbott, oh man, see, you need to go ahead and give me 5 seats, man. And they go and they lick boots. Greg Abbott gets his crippled ass out that wheelchair and gets down on his face and licks Trump's tank. And these people right here talking about Texas strong. So Texas is a bunch of cowards who do what the fuck they're told by some fucking racist? Some old geriatric orange pile of lying dog shit can tell you what to do, tell you to jump, and you say how high? I thought Texas was bigger than that. As much shit that people I know from Texas pop about Texas, I never would have thought being a bitch was one of them. Your governor is a bitch. The president of the United States is a bitch. Everybody in his administration is a bitch. A bunch of sniveling, spineless hoes using and abusing laws to their advantages. Again, I just showed y'all the Republicans gerrymander, right? Now it's time for the Democrats. Now, exhibit number, number 5 or 6? Here's a letter from the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. And I'll read it for you. Mr. President, I'm writing to ask you to call on the governor of Texas and other red states who are acting on your request to draw new congressional maps through an unprecedented mid-decade hyper-partisan gerrymander to rig the upcoming midterm elections to stop those efforts. You are playing with fire, risking the destabilization of our democracy. While knowing that California can neutralize any gains you hope to make, this attempt to rig congressional maps to hold on to power before a single vote is cast in the 2026 election is an affront to American democracy. This is not what the founders envisioned. And California cannot stand idly by as this power grab unfolds. I do not do this lightly, as I believe legislative district maps should be drawn by independent citizen-led efforts, as we have done in California for the last 2 decades. If you will not stand down, I will be forced to lead an effort to redraw the maps in California to offset the rigging of maps in red states. But if the other states call off their redistricting efforts, we will happily do the same. And American democracy will be better for it. Gavin Newsom, governor of California. That's how you are supposed to act. This is how Democrats are supposed to move. Right here. Gavin Newsom is giving you the blueprint. Gavin Newsom is giving you the blueprint. He's showing you how to do it. He's showing you. That's how you answer to these goofball Republicans. That's how you do it. You fight fire with fire. You have these Republican goofball MAGA window licking boot suckers get on all these OAN, Fox Propaganda, and all these other bullshit shows, and you have them crying and whining. Gavin Newsom is trying to cheat. Why y'all cheating? While at the same time, simultaneously, y'all are cheating like hell to hold on to power because you know your policies are trash. Salute, Mahari. You know your policies are trash. You know it. You know it. You know it. The $130-something billion that Donald Trump has collected in tariffs. Let's talk about tariffs now. The $133 billion that Donald Trump and this raggedy goofball administration is walking around cheerleading and dick riding and cutting flips over is your fucking money that Trump illegally obtained. He illegally issued these tariffs. Illegally. I.e., he lied to do it. If only there was a person that told us, if there was only a person that told us, oh, wait.
Donald Trump's answer to you is the same as it was the last time. Another $1 trillion in tax cuts for billionaires and big corporations. And this time, he will pay for it with a 20% national sales tax on everything you buy that is imported. Think about it. Clothes, food, toys, cell phones. A Trump sales tax that would cost the average family nearly $4,000 more a year. And on top of that, you will pay even more if Donald Trump finally gets his way and repeals the Affordable Care Act, which would throw millions of Americans off their health insurance and take us back to when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions.
Mohan Motive, salute to you, man. Thank you.
We are not going back. We are not going back.
She told you, and guess what? I'll be damned. Americans set to pay more for cars, coffee, and clothing as average U.S. tariff rate jumps to highs not seen since the Great Depression, as according to the Washington Post. Damn, if there was only a person that told you, what was going to happen, like she had a crystal ball. Here's my turn again to shit on Gargamel again. So Bernie Sanders said, what? Kamala Harris was influenced by billionaires, right? Bernie Sanders owns 3 homes and he flies on a private jet to all his campaign stops. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris was on a commercial flight, flying first class. Which one costs more? First class or a private jet? Don't worry, don't even bother answering that one. See, this is the reason why I don't listen to Bernie Sanders. I've never listened to him, and I will not. Sure won't. See, I already know what Republikkkans are going to do. They're going to go and make false. Well, she was flying on private jets too. She was flying on Air Force Two, just like every other vice presidential candidate has done before her. They reimbursed the government for usage of Air Force Two with their campaign rate, with they raising their campaign finances. So there's a difference between Bernie Sanders, who's never been vice president or never been nowhere near the Oval Office, taking private jets, versus the former vice president of the United States of America taking Air Force Two. Y'all messaging is trash. Trash. It's absolutely trash. Y'all are trash Kamala Harris for doing this. You trash Kamala Harris for having campaign stops and talking to the American people about what Trump was going to do. While Bernie Sanders get praised for doing the exact same thing Kamala Harris spent her campaign 107 days worth, doing herself. Y'all praise AOC and Bernie Sanders for doing the exact same thing Kamala Harris was doing. Freedom's March, what's up with it, champ? How you doing today, bro? Yeah, it's funny. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. I'm breaking down the fundamental differences between both parties. In Freedom's March, I used to say the same thing until I actually started analyzing real data, real statistics, policies, going through Congress.gov, looking up policies one by one, list by list, who sponsored it, who co-sponsored it, who passed it into law, who voted against it, the whole nine. This is a culmination of all my research, months and months worth. I say this, Freedom's March, and I hope you would agree with me. Policy-wise, the Republikkkans are the absolute bed bug, trash, piece of shit sewer rats versus Democrats. Optics-wise, the Democrats are absolute shit. No cohesion on messaging, no strong leadership, no response to Republican tyranny, none of that. And I think that's why people have been really genuinely saying that both of these are two wings off the same bird. Oh, okay. I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I agree with you. I agree, Brody. I agree. Heavily agree. Heavily I do. I'm going like straight to the bare bones of it because I don't want to leave no room for nobody flipping. I don't want to leave nobody in no. I don't want to lead nobody to no path of thinking like, oh man, fuck it, let's not do research because both parties are bad. That'll be an error on me. You know what I mean? I don't want people to just be that lazy. And that's one of the problems that we have now, bro. We have people in America that are so intellectually lazy that they just take the shit at just face value. They don't do no research whatsoever. They don't look. I go in and pull back the covers and shit. Like I'm showing you policy-wise, the Republicans are absolute fucking dog shit. Democrats got it in spades. When they're in power, they get shit moving. Healthcare, progressive healthcare reforms, fucking infrastructure reform, the whole nine. If you need a better example, look at Joe Biden's 4 years compared to Trump's. Salute to my brother Freedom's March in the super chat, man. Salute to you, King. Look. That's all you gotta do. Look. It's right there in your face. It's right. The information is right here. All you have to do is go and look at statistical data. Remove how you feel out of the fucking equation and look at factual data. That's all I'm trying to encourage people to do. Look at factual data. That's the point I'm coming from. Fuck how I feel about them. Because my feelings don't mean shit. My feelings don't mean a bitch ass thing right now. Your feelings don't mean a damn thing. What means something is the evidence. It's what you can prove in court. It's what you can prove to the court of public opinion. See, the difference between Democrats and Republicans is the Democrats, they talk over their constituents. They talk to their constituents like Trump talks to his, like they're stupid. See, the difference between the base in the Democrat pool versus the Republican sewer is those people are knowingly dumb. They've been indoctrinated by Fox propaganda. Like, there's no way me, being the intellectual person that I am, would I ever take political advice from a company that got sued for $787 million and lost for lying. And under the prosecution of perjury, then openly admit that we're not a news agency, we're entertainment. There is no fucking way that I'm going to take any political advice from a bunch of fucking dick eaters. I'm not. Not a fucking drunken Janine Perot, not Sean Hannity and his weird ass. Not none of these motherfuckers. None of them. All that is propaganda. It's North Korea on steroids with a bigger audience. That's all Fox propaganda is. It's propaganda. They built the perfect echo chamber because Dems have never did anything to counteract that said echo chamber. Charlie Kirk can go around the college campuses for years indoctrinating kids and getting them to think like him. Lies. Oh, black people are 13% of the population, but commit 53% of the crimes, which is fucking bullshit. I easily debunk that shit. Easy. But Charlie Kirk can get away with it. A college dropout on college campuses telling people that he knows more than them. Imagine the irony in that shit. Again, you got the Hodge Coons, you got Candace Owens who's about to get sued for every dime she owns. You got that whole fucking substack of goofballs, dumbasses, idiots that uses the internet as an echo chamber to echo the bullshit. And then you got Elon Musk plastic face ass who owns Shitter. And all it is 4chan on steroids. A bunch of racist, weak ass cowards hiding behind a computer screen. Now, the difference between then, 1960, and now in 2025, we got the same type of racist ass white people in America. The same type. These motherfuckers ain't went nowhere. They just passed their fucking racist bullshit down to their kids. And their kids believe those bullshit ideologies. That's why they're openly racist. That's why they get on TikTok or Instagram or Shitter or Facebook saying they're racist bullshit. That's the reason why they say that. Because they're comfortable in saying that. But one thing the internet has shown us as black Americans is that these very same people who talk all this strong, tough Tony shit on the internet are a bunch of bitch ass cowards when you walk up to them and dare them to say that same shit in your face. Then you get the stereotype of you're violent. Oh, you're an animal. You're this. These are the same people that burn down towns and kill babies. These are the same people that are right now currently protecting pedophiles from raping little girls who are 12 and 13 years old. These are the same people calling you an animal that are protecting people who rape little girls. Pastors, police officers, sheriff's deputies, people in positions of power. They are literally not saying shit about these pedophiles. They are literally not saying nothing about the most prolific child trafficker in the history getting a work release, Ghislaine Maxwell. They're not saying shit about it. They had a whole 3-4 days of them showing that they were mad. Trump shut them up real quick when he called them all stupid. You're stupid if you believe in this Epstein shit. Donald Trump fucked little girls. Donald Trump probably fucked his daughter too. Donald Trump compares his daughter to a porn star he fucked while cheating on his wife. Donald Trump was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. These are facts. Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein are on depositions in the Southern District of New York right fucking now for raping women, underage women, children. He's on sworn depositions right now. Say I'm lying. Please do. I can pull the receipts. Katie Johnson. You keep believing the lie, they're going to keep selling it to you. Again, the Democrats have an issue with continuity and messaging. If they would stop listening to their donors and stop being beholden to fucking AIPAC, do you know how easily Democrats will win elections? Do you know how easily Democrats will win elections? Y'all know how easy Democrats would easily sweep through fucking Republican policy? Easy work. If they learn how to be one band, one sound and work on their fucking messaging and actually put in work like the Republicans do. The Republicans are so hell-bent on making life worse for every American. They don't give a fuck if you support them or not. They don't care. They're beholden to their donors. They're beholden to billionaires. They're beholden to all these fucking wealthy corporations. They're beholden to them. They don't give a fuck about you. You're an ends to a means to them. Yes, Freedom's March. That's what I try to tell people every time I go live. Make sure you don't have to agree with me. I don't want you to agree with me. I don't. I'm not here trying to make people conform to my way of thinking. I don't give a fuck about if you agree with me or not. I don't care. I don't. I just want you to do the work. Stop being fucking lazy. Stop being intellectually inept. Stop letting these motherfuckers drive narratives that ain't true. They done told this lie, sold this lie in Texas. Oh, the Democrats are running from their job. Oh, they're running. They abandoned their constituents. Oh, God. Ken Paxton, whose wife is leaving him for cheating right now. A man who's a fucking felon himself, convicted of taking bribes, is out here trying to lead the nation for fucking morality and shit. Just like a felon who's married to an illegal immigrant right now is the president of the United States. And y'all ain't talking about how she got her Einstein visa. But y'all worrying about that brown man down at Home Depot trying to get a job and provide a way of living for his family. You worried about them. It's always projection. Yep, I always consider the source. That's why I go to the source. I go to government websites. Those are my first ones. Those are my first avenues right there. I subscribe to things like Ground News. Ground News provides, they show what you see on the right, on the left, and even in your blind spots, stuff you miss. That they're trying to sneak through the fucking cycle so that you don't know. And it hits you right in the face when it's too late. Every projection from the Republikkkans is a fucking confession. Every time they've ever said anything about, the Burisma, Hunter Biden, the Biden crime family, and all this shit. Meanwhile, ain't nobody said nothing about Tweedledum and Tweedledum-ass. They ain't said nothing about none of these two motherfuckers going around the world copping deals using Trump's name because he's president. Ain't nobody said a word about it. Ain't no investigation. James Comer ain't all on Fox News and fucking OAN talking about how he's going to bring investigation to the corrupt fucking Trump family. Ain't nobody said a fucking word. Not one fucking word. You ain't heard nothing, but you heard about Hunter Biden's laptop. You heard about his cocaine usage. You heard about his dick. You seen his dick because Marjorie Taylor Greene was eerily obsessed with his dick. You heard every nook and cranny every 5 seconds about Hunter Biden the last 4 years. Now all of a sudden you're mute quiet about the obvious corruption coming out of the Trump family. You ain't talking about the $500,000 a year fucking club in DC that Eric Trump opened. Y'all ain't talking about that. How is it that I know about it and you don't? This is facts. You can Google it. The Dems are all obsessed with trying to look the part instead of being the part. The Republicans just don't give a fuck. They're going to say just enough. They move, y'all got to think about it. The Republican Party moved just like a fucking sexual predator. Hear me out. The Republicans tell you exactly what you want to hear to get exactly what they want from you. Just like a pervert would. Oh, they're going to take you to Ruth Chris, but you're going to give up that ass. Oh, they're going to take you shopping, but you're going to give that shit up. Oh, I'm going to buy you that drink, but you're going to give up that ass. They move just like a sexual predator. They move just like a deviant. That deviant, they so-called, they're supposed to be the party of family values. But why is it that every time in 2025 that I've noticed so far, there has been a high trend of Republican legislators, Republican voters, Republican evangelicals, all getting found out to do erroneous shit with babies? Why is it that I'm finding out that Republicans are doing a whole bunch of shit with babies? Sexual shit with babies, owning child pornography. The biggest one is the Epstein files, the most prolific sex trafficker in the history of America right now. These motherfuckers are making excuses for him. Everything criminal that they said that Joe Biden done, that Joe Biden is this, Joe Biden is that, Joe Biden is terrible, Joe Biden is this, Joe Biden this, Joe Biden, this is what they say every time. Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, sleep. That's all you hear about. That's all you hear about. You don't hear nothing else. All you hear is them echoing that bullshit. This all you hear. Bullshit, 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 more bullshit, more bullshit, tack on more bullshit. And these people continue to harvest that bullshit because they can continue to stream that bullshit around in their echo chamber because there's nobody there to check them. They all conform to the same kind of hatred. If it's got a black or brown face to it, they all bought in like that. They're bought in. That's true. But the difference is, Freedom's March, one side don't give a fuck if you're on the list. Go to jail. The other side ain't. Because there's only been one party that blocked the release of the Epstein files. That was the Republicans, not the Democrats. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm glad you said that, Freedom's March. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I am glad you said that. So, y'all remember those lock her up chants, right?
Well, I think her history is far from being over. I'd like to answer that question in another 15 years from now. I think she's going to go down at a minimum as a great senator. I think she is a great wife to a president. And I think Bill Clinton was a great president. You know, you look at the country then. The economy was doing great. Look at what happened during the Clinton years. I mean, we had no war. The economy was doing great. Everybody was happy. A lot of people hated him because they were jealous as hell. You know, people get jealous and they hate you. People don't like him because they're jealous of him. But Bill Clinton was a great president. I mean, I hope we can be so lucky in terms of the economy and in terms of other aspects. Bill Clinton was a great president. Hillary Clinton is a great woman and a good woman.
I mean, you said of Hillary Clinton that she was, quote, pretty badly abused during her presidential campaign.
Well, I thought that they roughed her up pretty good. I think she's a wonderful woman. I think that she's a little bit misunderstood. You know, Hillary's a very smart woman, very tough woman. That's fine. But she's also a very nice person. And I know Hillary and I know her husband very well. They're fine people. Well,
lock her up, huh? Lock her up, huh? Lock her up. Yeah. Lock her up. Yeah. Lock her up. This is funny. This is hilarious. Yeah, lock her up. Lock her up, bud. You better lock her up. Lock Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is horrible. She's abhorrent. Arrest her. Throw her in jail. Throw her under the jail. Blah, 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 blah. This is what they told y'all, right? Right. Right. Like I said, every lie Donald Trump tells is always a video of him proving that he lied. It's always that. 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 Always have been, always will be. That's the point. That is the point. That is the point. So, let me find it. Let me find it. I just want to find some examples. And because they have an echo chamber, they can get away with said lies. So Hillary Clinton is terrible, lock her up. That's what they said. But lock her up though. Lock her up. MAGAs they don't have a very good attention span nor memory, because that's Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton at Donald Trump and Melania's wedding. Right there. Smiling, happy. And guess who else was at that wedding? Jeffrey Epstein. Right in your face. As I said before, I said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. I don't give a fuck whose name is on that list. If your name is on that list, go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Jail. I don't give a fuck if Barack and Michelle Obama's name is on that list. Jail. What's so hard about saying that? Jail. Yeah, he's a walking, talking oxymoron. He's a walking, talking oxymoron. Let me give y'all an example on how the Republican echo chamber works, right? I'm gonna give y'all an example. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this?
Sleeping again.
Y'all remember this?
I got that too. Karma, bitch. He shouldn't be outside. That was sleeping again.
Y'all remember that? See, the Republicans, what they did was Charlie Kirk and all these other goofballs, they all came out with their narratives. And they started saying stuff like another guy in Cincinnati being assaulted by black men. Start strapping up white people, lock and load. Don't be a victim, be a defender. Lying. Here's what actually happened. No, just in case that was too fast for you, this is what happened. This is what led to it. That white man right there who got knocked the fuck out, and his stupid ass bitch who got knocked the fuck out, they already assaulted this black man. Assaulted him. A slap on the face. Right there. There's his hand. Slap that man. That's why he got beat the fuck up. Notice they got eerily quiet when that came out. Notice they got eerily quiet when this surfaced. All black people are violent. Oh, everybody, start arming up, white people. Get your guns. Shoot those black niggers. Shoot them. They're violent. This is what they were saying in their echo chamber on shitter. But they didn't show you this part. They didn't show you this piece of shit slapped him first. He was defending himself. Defense. That's why he got his ass beat. And that bitch raised money off that shit. They started a fight, got their ass whooped, and boom. Just like that little stinking, retarded, ugly ass bitch who called that 5-year-old baby a nigger. She raised $750,000 off of calling a 5-year-old autistic baby a nigger. And defended it and doubled down on it, saying that that's who he is. Kamala Harris said something that's going to remain with me for the rest of my life. We ain't going back. Racist motherfuckers, y'all can take that however you want to take that. We ain't going back. Them days of you accosting black people and thinking you don't get no repercussions behind that shit, those days are dead and gone, dog. You might get a handful of them that might not respond. You might get a handful that won't respond. Cool. But a majority of us, nope. No, Tyler, you're not going to be able to assault black folks and walk away unscathed anymore. Those days are dead and gone, Holmes. This is what they want, though. Make America Great Again is code word for bring Jim Crow back. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't care what none of y'all say. That's what it is. Make America Great Again is code word for bring Jim Crow back. Bring it back. These people think that black people aren't humans. Y'all got to remember that. Shout out to Detroit in the super chat. He said the grand old party has all the grand wizards. That's another fact. Again, my question I started this show with. If the Democrats were the party of the Ku Klux Klan, if the Democratic Party was the party of slavery, if the Democratic Party was the party of all the abhorrent shit that happened to black people here in America, then why is it only Republicans defending bringing back Confederate statues and renaming federal installations as Confederate fucking traitors? Why are all the hate groups on the Republican side? Why is it that all you see carrying the bullshit loser flag of the Confederacy are Republicans? They can't ever answer that. You can't tell me as a black man in America that the Democratic Party was the party of the Ku Klux Klan, was the party of racism, was the party of Jim Crow laws, was the party of slavery. You can't tell me that shit while simultaneously defending it. My old gunnery sergeant used to say this shit when I was in the Marine Corps. He said, you can dazzle me with brilliance or baffle me with bullshit, but you can't do both twice in one day. You can't. It's impossible. They're trying to dazzle us with brilliance and baffle us with bullshit at the same damn time, and it ain't working. Donald Trump is trying to stop every chance he gets to stop the release of the Epstein files when we don't even need the Epstein files. The people he sexually assaulted are still yet alive. Yep, Leo, exactly. I don't know why we even need a fucking list. We have all the evidence right here. Just believe the women. Donald Trump just silently declared martial law in Washington, D.C. When you look at this picture, do you see strength? I see a fucking joke. This old demented coward who's a fucking liar has these bootlickers right here beside him with Gene Shapiro right there in tow. All I see is weakness. All I see is weakness. All I see is weakness personified.
I want to bring you to this, all of you. Critics are saying, hey, well, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. The New Yorker, for example, says the number. How much is Trump pocketing off the presidency? Axios. President Trump and his family stand to net $3.4 billion by the end of the second term. David Kirkpatrick reports for the New Yorker in a piece today the number of why it matters. No U.S. president has monetized the highest off in the land quite like this. Eric, your answer to those headlines.
Brian, it's infuriating. We had nowhere to go. Capital One stripped 300 bank accounts from me. 300 in the middle of the night. They sent us a letter after doing business for 20-something years. All your bank accounts for golf courses and condominium buildings and hotels, they're all gone in the middle of the night. I mean, how do you pay your taxes? How do you pay your employees? This happened across the board. It happened with JP Morgan Chase. It happened with Bank of America. It happened with First Republic. And this wasn't just happening to the Trumps, people with a lot of zeros on the end of it. This was happening to conservatives all over the country. We didn't have a damn choice. So before my father, won the election, before my father was in office, we started getting into cryptocurrency. The people in cryptocurrency were being debanked just like Trump was being debanked.
Right.
And you know what? It's become the fastest growing industry anywhere in the world. It's actually removed a lot of the power from the big banks who have weaponized their platforms against the American people, and I could not be more proud to be here.
I don't notice them talking about the hundreds of millions of dollars we had to spend fighting lawfare. That doesn't matter, right? That was all nonsense, right? Russia, you name it. Impeachment 1, hoax 2, 3, 4, 5, infinity. No one talks about that. They weaponized the entire full force of the United States government against our family. And unlike all the other people who'd served as a presidency before, basically since our founding fathers, Trump was the only guy that was actually a businessman before that. Are we supposed to stop running our businesses? Are we supposed to stop doing...
Lie. Jimmy Carter was a bigger businessman than your daddy was. And he divested all his businesses. You're a fucking liar. Y'all see how they peddle this bullshit? Look. Let me tell y'all what they basically did. Eric Trump just literally just sank that whole fucking... If I was a lawyer and I was going to sue these motherfuckers for self-dealing to violent governments, I have all the evidence I need. Right there, right on national TV on Fox propaganda. The American banks shut off all of our credit line. I wonder why, because y'all was self-dealing and fucking corrupt as fuck. Y'all was breaking law. Your daddy just got found guilty of 34 counts of felony fucking fraud in a New York Southern District Court. With proof! By a jury of his own fucking peers, not some radical left lunatic like y'all claim. Not some political bullshit. Y'all politicize this shit. This is the echo chamber I'm talking about, where these fucknuts can sit on national TV and lie through their fucking teeth and tell you, oh, no American president has ever did it. No American president has ever been this corrupt. Right there, the same people, Eric and Don Jr., who was on stages all across America shitting on Hunter Biden. All these posts shitting on Hunter Biden, calling him corrupt, and he needs to go to jail, and he needs to do this, all on Fox propaganda, doing the same. Meanwhile, when your raggedy ass daddy get in office, you go do the exact shit you accuse Hunter Biden of doing tenfold over. And these fucking retarded ass fucking window licking Trump tards would celebrate this shit as if they're doing something honorable. That's my problem. That's why we went into crypto. These motherfuckers over here bragging about tariffs. They're bragging about tariffs. Eric Trump said on national TV and said we had no choice but to go into crypto. They didn't stumble into crypto well. They used the office of the president to leverage them money. Billions of dollars worth. Just like when Trump's inauguration day and he netted $12 billion. Whoops. Self-dealing, lying, and this victimhood fairy tale that they like to create. But that's so, you know the problem with them lying? There's too much evidence showing the difference. It's showing the difference. They talked about Hunter Biden and Burisma. Left, right, up, front, and center. But ain't nobody said a word about world liberty. The crypto fucking reserve that Eric and Don Jr. started. They ain't said shit about it. While maintaining the same time getting money because they're using Trump's name. Oh, we'll give you a meeting with our dad if you give us millions of dollars. And they're doing it. Because they know Trump can be bought. It's too much evidence. Right, Detroit. Again, I hate being right. I hate being right, but I am. I told y'all months ago, Donald Trump is running this country like he's running one of his bullshit businesses. Straight into the ground. Straight into the ground. Straight into the ground. You know he is. Look at this drunk bitch. Look, this is the U.S. Attorney General, the U.S. Attorney in D.C. Look.
Out of time? That means it's had enough. Goodbye. Thank you. I want you to report on
But you said it's guns. You said it's guns on the street that's causing this problem. Are you concerned that the DOJ's funding cuts?
I want y'all to look. I want y'all to look very, very carefully. Right here. Because they ain't showing no white faces on here. It's obvious. It's direct. It's obvious. This confused bitch are only using black faces to justify them initializing martial law in Washington, D.C. And then lying about it. That's wild, ain't it? Wild, ain't it? If y'all can't see the writing on the wall, I don't know what else to tell you. Where them fucking Sambos for the FBA at? Where they at? The Team Couch niggas, where they at? That's who I want to talk to. Where those Team Couch motherfuckers at now? Because they're using our faces to justify their bullshit. They're using our faces. Like they have billions of times before to justify bullshit. Piff, I know. Like I told y'all, the revolution will be televised. People are so fucking stupid. Stupid. Like stupidity is the fucking is worse than the opioid pandemic in America. Stupidity. Open fucking dumbassery. Open stupidity. We let stupid people in the room with the smart people. And we let them teach the class. We let dumbasses in the fucking rooms with us. Damn, Mahara. Shout out to you in the super chat. He said, I tell you where FBA is. Looking at our hairlines, family. Looking at our hairlines, family. Look, family. Look, family. Looking at them hairlines, family. Y'all remember that investigation into Adam Schiff? All lenders involved in his mortgages were fully aware that he owned both homes. He purchased the Maryland home so he could live near his children and congressional duties in Washington and maintain the Burbank condo as his California residence. Neither property was a rental or vacation home, and his mortgage arrangements followed both legal and ethical standards. So there's that one. Same thing's going to come out with Letitia James too. Like I told y'all, Donald Trump wants his get back because Letitia James found him guilty of fucking 34 counts of felony due to fraud. There is no evidence showing Adam Schiff broke the law. Cash Patel, Kristi Noem, Pam Bundy, all these fucking retard bootlickers, all they're here to do is run defense for Trump. To keep you and me from talking about Trump being a fucking pedophile. That's what they're here for. They're here to keep all of us from telling you that Trump is a flaming fucking child fucker and he loves fucking little girls and he wants to get away with it. And the Republican Party is the party of pedos. I showed you evidence that they're trying to remove laws of age exemptions for them being able to marry little girls. Showed y'all that. What else more proof do y'all need? What else proof do y'all need? Oh, Adam Schiff broke the law. He broke the law. See, he broke the law, man. He broke the law. He broke the law. Oh, let's talk about tariffs. Let's talk about, we got $133 billion from tariff revenue. We got 133. Who pays that, sir? Who pays that? Who pays it? Why does every bitch in MAGA look like this? Why do y'all look fucking terrible? Y'all look like fucking prostitutes with bad makeup jobs and bad tan lines. Y'all look terrible. Your shape fucked up, your face fucked up, your makeup fucked up, your tan fucked up, everything about. Why y'all got them raccoon eyes? All of you are orange with damn white ass eyes. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Laura Loomer looks like Jigsaw. Marjorie Taylor Greene looks like a fucking PE teacher. Like shit. Y'all got all this plastic surgery and still look like shit. What the fuck, bro? Bro, my God, today. All the boob jobs, tummy tucks, and nose jobs y'all getting, shit, you still look like ass crack. That's, boy, I thought that's supposed to improve your look and shit. That's what I thought. The whole purpose of you getting surgery like that is to make yourself look better. But you still look like shit. Now they're trying to say that Swalwell and Adam Schiff leaked classified information now. Oh my God, these motherfuckers are fucking retarded. I'm telling you, Republicans are the absolute best at echo fucking chambers, lies, and conspiracy theories. They are fucking perfectionists at this shit. They are perfectionists. Look, look at it. Listen to KK Caroline. Listen to it.
As for this
Listen.
new FBI whistleblower report,
Listen.
I understand Kash Patel last night declassified a 302 FBI document showing that a whistleblower who is a Democrat, a career intelligence officer who worked for Democrats on the House Intel Committee for more than a decade, repeatedly warned the FBI in 2017 that then Rep. Adam Schiff had approved leaking classified information to smear then President Donald Trump over the Russiagate scandal. As for this new FBI whistleblower,
This shit is fucking hilarious. Hey, yo, y'all want to know something wild about that bullshit? Robert Mueller had a whole full investigation. Don't you think he would have found that? Robert Mueller had access to the same information mashed potatoes is out here trying. Bro, these motherfuckers are crackheads. They really are. They're crackheads. They are crackheads. They really are flaming. Look at this fucking dumbass. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this fucking moron, dude. Look at this fucking dumbass. Look at him. He look like he's holding in a fart. I gotta concentrate. I gotta concentrate. And he look like he just took a fresh shit. Look at him. These motherfuckers are the epitome of weakness. Look at this goofball, man. Look at him. He looks fucking dumb. Like he don't know what the fuck he doing. We're just gonna make up conspiracy theories. This cockeyed bastard here, his eyes cocked like two pistols. Look at this bastard, man. Look at mashed potatoes. This motherfucker don't, does he eat? Bro, come on, man. Y'all over here getting fucking information from this fucking QAnon conspiracy theorists. And y'all think this shit is law. Get the fuck out of it. As soon as this shit touch a fucking court and discovery, it's dead. Oh, I got information that's gonna show you that Adam Schiff was working with Eric Swalwell to leak classified information because of Trump. You don't need no help taking down Trump. Trump is really good at taking himself down. He's really, really good at it. Look at this fucking retard here. Man, 78 gonna be. You know the difference between me and you fucking retard? I have 78's number. I can call him right now if I want to. You're just a fucking retard who's jealous that LDBC does more than you. Now go fuck yourself. Take your stupid, stinking ass right back the fuck over there with all those other fuck twats. And then go over there and hate watch the LDBC like you've been doing. Fuck Boxing 905. Take your dumb ass over there. How about that one? Whoops. Niggas hate watch the LDBC cause you jealous. You jealous bitches. Keep being jealous. And we're gonna keep producing weekends like this past one. You fucking weird bitch. You weird as fuck. You weird. You motherfuckers are like bitches. Bitches with AIDS. Y'all can't get no play and you hate on everybody because of it. Y'all are bitches with AIDS. You fucking rat dick fucks. Y'all are jealous as hell. Keep being jealous though. That shit is amazing. Oh my God, I will vote for Donald Trump. For Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send you on to the trash can, my boy. Go ahead and send you on to the trash can. Take your stupid ass on, bitch. They always trying to come in here and break up the LDBC. Oh man, C78 ain't gonna like that. He ain't gonna like that. He can call me. That's why y'all mad. I understand why y'all mad. I understand why y'all mad. I understand why you mad. I get it. I understand why you mad. I understand why you are mad. I'd be mad too if my channel sucked. I'll be mad too if my channel sucked dog ass. I would be mad too. I would be disgusted in myself. I'd be disgusted. Disgusted. Fuck nut coming here trying to disrupt. I'm talking about something totally different. He's talking about the LDBC meet and greet, which I'm about to go over there and listen to in a minute. Because I'm done here. I think I made my case to show you that the Republicans policy-wise is absolute shit. Democrats are absolute shit when it comes to messaging and being on code with one another. That's the problem. And the Democrats' problem ain't hard to fix. Get y'all asses out of AIPAC. Start talking on brand. Start defending your Democratic constituents. People running for office like Zohran Mamdani. Get behind him. You ain't got to agree with all his policies. You didn't agree with all of Joe Biden's policies. You still supported him though. Shut the fuck up and do your fucking job. Like the Republikkkans do. Because I know for a fact they don't like each other. Look at Laura Loomer and Marjorie Taylor Greene cussing each other out all over social media. So there's that. At least they stay on code, though. Learn some shit. But anyways, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to everybody in the super chat, everybody who smashed the like button, everybody who donated to the channel. Salute to every last one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I know I appreciate it. Zeke girl, how you doing? I appreciate every last one of y'all. I do. And thank y'all for coming through and having some fun with your boy. Now, I'm going to get me some cinnamon roll pancakes, some bacon, and some eggs scrambled with cheese. And I'm going to live my best life today. Because I just got paid today. Great. Y'all have yourselves a good one. All right?